We always begin with gratitude. So I want to thank you for being here and let you know that I am so very honored to have your energy and your presence here in this space. Peace, y'all. I am LA licensed therapist, holistic wellness coach, and guide, and the creator of this channel, Reconnect with You. If my vibe and energy or any of the contents of my channel resonate with you, please share your comments below. Share this video with a member of your tribe, or subscribe to the channel. Nobody is coming to save you. Part 2. That is what we are talking about today. And before I get into that, I want to just share, and I'm cheesing because I am so happy about all of the writing that I've been doing. And I'm trying to think about if I've talked about this on my channel yet. And I don't think I have. I have been doing a lot of writing, more writing than I've ever done in my life. And it just feels really good to create in that way, to be able to have writing as a tool to process and to really sit with and be with myself, and to also reflect on the different versions of me that have existed as I'm reflecting on my life experiences that are coming out in my writing. Speaking of my writing, I started a blog, which I used to say I was supposed to start a blog years ago, but I don't believe in supposed to. I think that it happened when it was intended to, when I was ready, when I was already really deep in my writing. But I'm going to share my very first blog post, which I feel like I did my big one. I think I started out with a bang with my blog, and it is titled Nobody is Coming to Save You. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to talk to y'all about this. The other two reasons I'm going to say, one, this is a follow-up to another video that I did, which is why this is part 2. So that one is Nobody's Coming to Save You, and I'll link that to this video and include it in the description box in case you want to check that out or watch it again if you've tuned into that already. The other reason I wanted to talk to y'all about Nobody's Coming to Save You is because I say that a lot, and it is directly related to the work that I do, and it is really a lot of what I believe in as it relates to your relationship with yourself, how I approach my relationship with myself, and the guidance that I provide to clients that I work with and hold space for. So that is kind of the intro and why I'm talking about this today. I want to share about one thing that I keep in mind as I approach my work with my clients. And I often will say to them in our first meeting, whether it's a sound journey or a coaching client that I'm working with, but I always say, I don't want you to ever become dependent or be dependent on LA or Reconnect with You. And not just be dependent, but I never want you to feel like you have to access me or my energy, or that you need to be receiving services from Reconnect with You in order to be able to thrive in the way that you need to. The way that I see my work is very transitional. At some point, our relationship is going to end. That client relationship is going to end. My holding space for you is going to end at some point. And whenever that point comes, whatever the circumstances are, my hope and intention for our work together is that you have so much in your toolbox. You have strategies, you have tools, you have wisdom, you have affirmations, you have all of these things that I've been pouring into you over the course of my time in holding space for you and supporting you and guiding you in the ways that you've needed. So when I think about Nobody's Coming to Save You, I'm also saying I am here with you right now as your guide, as your companion, as your coach. And there will come a time when I won't be here anymore for whatever those circumstances are. And so I'm being intentional about guiding you in a way that I'm giving you things that you can also use on your own. And I'll talk a little bit about that in the part 1 video that I mentioned. But I really want to unpack here in this space or in this video what nobody is coming to save you, what that means for me and my work. And I want to take you back to the first time that I stumbled upon this phrase. And I don't remember the exact circumstances, but I do remember how I felt and my reaction to it. I remember being like, damn, you know, because it is one of those, it's a painful statement. It's really sobering to me. It also reinforced, I think, the loneliness that I felt at the time. So to stumble upon this phrase of nobody is coming to save you at a time in my life when I was still waiting for somebody to come and save me was really disappointing. And it was hard for me to sit with that and accept it. I did not accept it for a long time. I had a really visceral reaction to nobody is coming to save you. And I think it is connected to this idea that a lot of us have, especially, you know, starting from childhood, we have this idea that somebody else has the answers. Somebody else can rescue us from different things. And for some of us, a lot of that starts with our parents, and I won't go into that, but I will share, and I've shared on this channel before, I've shared this a lot in my writing, and if you are connected with me on social media, you know that I have had a very complicated relationship with both of my parents. So I initially was looking to them to save me, to rescue me, to give me what I need, to love me in the ways that I felt I deserved, to receive the care and the attention and the validation. But the truth is that other people may have answers, but there's so much that you can create within yourself. There is so much guidance that you can receive from within, but you have to know how to access that. You have to really create space for it. It's similar, I think, a little bit to creativity. You can be creative all day, but if you're not sitting down and doing the writing, if you're not sitting in front of a blank canvas, if you are not taking the time to create, then there is no container for the creation or whatever it is that you're creating. So again, other people may have the answers, but your answers are going to come from within. Your true answers, the guidance that is very specific to you, is going to come from within. And that doesn't mean that we don't receive guidance or support from outside of ourselves, because how many times have you been talking to a stranger out in public and they said something to you that was directly connected to what you were experiencing at that time? So it's possible for you to receive answers, but when I say that no one else has the answers, I'm talking about this dependency or this idea that I can't move forward in my life until this person comes along, or these people come along, or this community comes along and loves me or accepts me or sees me or whatever the case. And that's just not true. It's a very self-limiting way of looking at yourself and your capabilities and what you are able to accomplish all on your own. When I think about nobody is coming to save you, I think it represents the very idea behind Reconnect With You and all the work that I do with Reconnect With You. Also very directly connected to my soul mission. And that is, you don't need to be rescued. You need to return to yourself. So I like to think of everything that I do, including in this video, everything that I do is with the intention of guiding you back to yourself, supporting you and returning to yourself. And that is what's most important to me. I find so much meaning and fulfillment in doing that because of how much transformation I've been able to see in myself and in my own life, in my respective journey with solitude and with going inward in a very deep and intentional way, and not limiting myself in terms of what that looks like. I've gone really deep inside of myself, and a lot of that is been done on an ongoing basis. But when I think about how much depth there was to my healing and my reflection and the steps that I took during the pandemic, I think I reached a new level within myself. And also just in my confidence of being able to, like, not being afraid to go within, knowing that I can handle it. I can handle that darkness. I can handle being able to face myself and be honest with myself about who I've been at times when maybe I didn't show up in a way that I felt good about. So when you hear me use that phrase, when you hear it out in the world, when you hear or when you see nobody is coming to save you, I hope you can feel empowered, and I hope that it can be a gentle and a kind reminder to you of your own power. And I hope that it gives you a gentle nudge where you can go back to yourself and you can more easily see those areas or those instances in your life when you are looking outside of yourself for anything, for love, for validation, for acceptance, because all of that starts right here inside of you. And it really is a phrase that is focused on emotional self-responsibility. It's focused on self-reliance, being, knowing what it's like to be self-sufficient. And that is why I love it and just use it so much. So I wanted to just share with you or unpack a little bit. I feel like, I don't know if this is an unpacking, because I know unpacking can take a little bit of time. I feel like I unzipped the zoo case. I feel like I unzipped the suitcase. I think I unzipped it all the way around, but I don't think I've opened it up and really started pulling stuff out. And I intend to do that over time, because nobody is coming to save you is something, it's a phrase that I use often when I'm talking with clients. I use it in some of my materials. I've posted it on social media. It just has really deep resonance for me. But I wanted to take this as an opportunity to share about my blog, where I did talk more in depth about that phrase and what it means for me, and really how I started on this path of really deep self-work and internal work. But I also wanted to talk to you about it from a place of empowerment, and not so much what it felt like for me when I first stumbled upon the phrase, because that was a very disempowering moment for me. Like I said, it was painful, and I felt very lonely at the time, and that phrase did not give me the comfort that I was hoping for at the time. But when I see it now, when I say it now, when I read it now, nobody is coming to save you, I feel so strong and empowered. And I remember my journey to getting here and all that I have invested in myself in terms of resources, time, energy, exploration. And I celebrate that. And I'm offering that to you because it is just so important to me. It feels good to me to know that by sharing this video, by having a coaching session, by being on stage during delivering a keynote speech, by facilitating a sound journey, I am supporting somebody in having a more true and authentic connection with themselves. And I'm also supporting someone in relying on themselves more and not looking outside of themselves as much for maybe things that they used to. And that feels really good for me. I am my strongest self now because of my journey inward, because of me taking Nobody Is Coming to Save You and making it true for me. So I wanted to offer y'all that and share that with y'all. Again, check the link down in the description of this video with the full blog post. I poured my heart and soul into that. I've been pouring my heart out a lot, actually, in writing. So I'm grateful to share that with y'all. Also, check out part 1 of the video, which is also connected to this video. If you are new here, I end each video with a prompt. I am very introspective, so reflection is really important to me. My prompt for y'all today is a simple one. What does Nobody Is Coming to Save You mean to and for you? I've shared with y'all what it meant to me then, what it means for me now. I want to hear from y'all. What does it mean to you? What does Nobody Coming to Save You mean to you? Well, that is what I have for y'all for today. Oh, before I do the closing, one more thing. I know that I've been talking about, or had mentioned in a few previous videos, about my posting schedule. And I figured out when I'm going to be posting. I will be posting from here on out until I update y'all differently. I will be posting on Thursdays. And I'm going to take a sip of water. I will be posting on Thursdays. So in my schedule, Thursday is Thrive Thursday. Thursday, if you didn't know, this is also ruled by Jupiter, which is the ruling planet of my zodiac sign. So Thursday feels like an aligned day for posting. It's right before the weekend too. So I will be posting on Thursdays, weekly on Thursdays moving forward. I wanted to just give y'all that update before I closed out. All right. Well, that's what I have for y'all for today. I look forward to connecting with y'all again soon. Take the best possible care of yourself. Navigate the rest of your day, your afternoon, your evening with a sense of ease and peace. I look forward to connecting with y'all again soon. Wait, no, I said that wrong. I look forward to connecting with y'all again soon, but in the meantime, reconnect with you. Peace, y'all.